All right, man. We're back today with another video. The insane history of GypsyCrusader, full documentary, man. Now, why are we watching this video? Because sometimes I'll see this dude GypsyCrusader online. I'll be like, bro, you could be doing something that's so much more positive and like a lot better than just, what I'm saying, trolling and, basically just being an IRL troll, bro, and just being like an IRL hater, so like I don't know, man. There's got to be like, and there was a video of him talking to Aiden Ross, and Aiden Ross was like, "I don't know what you've been through, man." And I was like, "Damn, I wonder what he's been through," because I know I've heard that he went to jail, but like, well, what is that? Why does that cause you to dress up as the Joker and then just say the N word all day, bro, and just say like other shit all day? Like, now I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. It seems like he may actually be educating people on certain things, but I'm like, bro, what is the point of having all that unnecessary extra stuff then at that point? It's like, what's the point of poisoning the well and poisoning the minds of the youth, bro, with this racism, bro? It's just like, what's the point, bro? So we're about to watch the history of Gypsy Crusader, and try and get a better picture upon or of why he turned out the way he did, man. So let's watch this video, man.
The Joker, an unhinged and sadistic character who thrives on chaos and psychological torment. He
Damn.
stands as one of the most recognizable villains in pop culture, so iconic in fact that some individuals have tried to emulate him in real life, blurring the lines between fiction and criminality. One such figure is Paul Miller, better known online as Gypsy Crusader, an American internet personality and self-proclaimed white supremacist. Miller gained attention for spewing racist hate speech on platforms like Omegle, eventually.
Yo, and we gotta say this every time, bro. The Crayola is an oxymoron, bro. You are not even white or black, bro. You are your nationality. You know what I'm saying?
Getting banned from nearly every major site due to his extremist content. But how did he end up here? What led Paul down
Exactly.
this path? And why has he embraced the persona of a real-life Joker? This is the insane history of Gypsy Crusader.
We're about to say it, bro. Like, come on, the actual Joker versus Gypsy Crusader, bro. Like, come on now. Low diff, bro. Come on now. No offense. I'm just saying, like, come on now. The actual Joker. Just, you know what I'm saying? Gypsy Crusader, bro. I don't know. Just like, he could just move to, like, you know what I'm saying, a country that's, like, you know what I'm saying, where he could just, you know what I'm saying, chill out for the rest of his life, retire. The Joker, nah, bro. You got to put that dude in, like, that actual Joker, you know what I'm saying? You got to put him in hell or somewhere, bro. But that's besides the point, bro.
Paul Nicholas Miller was born in New York on August 11, 1988, raised by his father Bob Miller, who is of Roma, Turkish and Indian descent, and Mexican mother Deanna Miller, who was an independent businesswoman and psychic reader. Paul grew up in a devout Catholic household, where faith played such a central role that his family visited a pilgrimage in Canada every summer.
I grew up Catholic my whole life. We would go to church. My mom would take us every Sunday. We would go to, there was a pilgrimage that we would go to every summer in August in Canada for the Saint Anne de Beaupré. The Saint Anne is the Virgin Mary's mother. And we would go there every summer, all of us together, stay for like a week. It's a beautiful church. I remember
Yeah,
always doing
that's
that.
a fun fact.
It definitely gave me
My
a
aunt
lot
thing.
of moral value. It gave me a lot of tradition. It gave me a lot of love. It was always really nice. You know what I mean? For us to all be together when we would go to church.
There is not much detailed public knowledge of his upbringing, schooling, or formative influences prior to adulthood. The earliest details known was Paul having a younger brother and was a bit of a troubled guy. In 2006, at the age of 18, he was charged with aggravated assault and possession of a weapon, being a Remington Airmaster pellet gun, something he used to fire at people from his window, pleading guilty yet was not sentenced to any jail time. The next year, Paul was arrested again, this time the charge yet was not sentenced to any jail time. The next year, Paul was arrested again, this time the charge being possession of drugs and intention to sell, where he got caught selling cocaine to an undercover cop in New Brunswick.
Damn.
He was also charged with selling marijuana, ecstasy, and heroin, serving 180 days in jail and 5 years of probation. In 2008, at the age of 20,
Bruh.
Paul decided to change his life around by joining gyms 9 Weapons and later the Institute, both gyms being known for teaching Muay Thai in New Jersey, a traditional Thai martial art and combat sport
Oh,
known for
Muay Thai,
including
bro. I'm
fists,
like,
elbows,
bro, I
knees,
thought it
and
said
shins
white
for
eye. I'm
striking.
like, bro,
I
what?
was a really bad kid. I did some really stupid things when I was young. And when I got clean and I fixed myself up, I walked into an LA Fitness and I found my first instructor and I just ran with it. Fighting turned my life around. I could have went down a very bad path had I not found fighting.
Paul had his first amateur fight in 2008 after only 3 months of training. His fighting career became successful as Paul became the regional light heavyweight champion of the IBF and the US national champion in the World Kickboxing Association in 2013.
I've won 2 titles. I've won a regional title from the IBF. I fought Omar Fowler and I won the WK Nationals in 2013 for the 175-pound Muay Thai championship.
Paul remained dedicated to his training and eventually took on the role of a Muay
Bro, so what the fuck happened, bro? Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, we're going to see. But I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened?
Thai coach at the Institute.
He won 2 titles and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Where he taught for several years. Unfortunately, his
Like, this is
fighting
genuine accomplishments, bro.
was cut short after a serious car accident left him severely injured in 2016.
I was fighting for a long time and I got into a bad car accident. That's what ended my career. I tore the tendons off of this elbow, I broke my hand, I herniated disc in my neck. So I couldn't really train anymore for like months, almost a year.
During the months Paul spent recovering from his injuries, he began exploring new interests and hobbies beyond fighting, where he eventually developed a keen interest in political journalism. At 27, Paul's interest was sparked during the 2016 presidential race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Having grown up in New York, he was already familiar with Trump and
Nigga, what? Oh, hold on a second, man. That just went over my head.
began exploring new interests and hobbies beyond fighting, where he eventually developed a keen interest in political journalism. At 27, Paul's interest was sparked during the 2016 presidential race between Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Having grown up in New York, he was already familiar with Trump and chose to support him throughout the campaign.
That's what Trump used to look like, bro? Yeesh, man. It looks different, bro.
When Paul voiced
I be forgetting that. That's the craziest part. This dude 80 years old, bro, and he's running the country. Like, I ain't trying to hate. I'm just like, damn, bro. I never thought he was 80, bro. No, people making fun of Biden for being old, bro. Hold on. Yeah, 79, bro. Like, shoot.
publicly on social media, many of his friends quickly distanced themselves, turning against him almost overnight.
While I was laying in bed healing up, this is around 2016, Trump starts to run. I've grown up around, the Trump thing my whole life, being from New York, so I was like, Trump, he's cool, man. I'm like, he's a good business guy. I like this. I remember I came out in support for Trump, like, on my social media back then. And in my social media back then, I had just all my fighter friends. Not all, but a good number of people who were friends of mine who I had trained with turned on me and was like, "You're a racist." And I was like, "A racist?" I'm like, one guy was Asian.
I mean, bro, that's what happens when you associate with Trump, bro, in 2K16, bro. And I was always like, what is Trump saying? You know what I'm saying? That's that crazy. But if Trump's saying, like, I watched a video, it's like a old ass video of Nick Fuentes and like two other people that got interviewed at like high school or something, or in like a college, about Trump. And even they were saying like, yeah, Trump is saying something that's out of pocket, like when you talk about the Mexicans. I'm like, yeah, bro, so if Trump's saying something like that, yeah, you're gonna get called a racist. Like, how is that? Like, did you just not hear what he said, bro? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I was like really young back then, so I wasn't paying attention to any of that stuff. But I'm just like, bro, when it comes to this, like specifically when people are like, oh well, I got ostracized for supporting Trump, I'm like, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that out of pocket anymore for me. I used to think like, damn, like, what did Trump really say that was that, crazy? But just that one statement alone, I'm like, damn, like he's saying like, like, what did he say about it? He said when the Mexicans bring people over, they bring like the worst people, bro. Like, it was something along those lines. Hold on. Yeah, this is in 2015, bro. Now you could say, you know what I'm saying, I'm looking for a very specific thing. Here we go. There's okay. Here we go. To the border guards. So like, bruh, saying something like this, like where you just blankly, you know what I'm saying, labeling these people out. You saying, I assume. See, when you say just like, you know what I'm saying, something like this, like it could come across as racist, bro. Like you know what I'm saying, like, and the same thing with the whole thing with the China virus and all that stuff. Like all that stuff, like certain things like that, where Trump was saying those things, like yeah, you would think he's racist, bro. And then not only that, the Trump supporters themselves, bro, a lot of them are on some racist shit. So yeah, man. But I wasn't in his position, bro. I'm just saying, like that was a little bit of a pivot for me, man.
Another guy was black, another guy was a Muslim. I'm like, you guys have known me for like 10 years.
While watching news coverage, Paul noticed repeated claims that Trump's rallies had barely any supporters attending. Determined to see for himself, he took it upon himself to document the events firsthand, attending rallies and capturing footage that showed large crowds. It was his first act into journalism, driven by a desire to challenge what he saw
normal.
Narratives in the mainstream media.
The media was always saying, oh, well, his rallies don't have that many people. So when I got better and he was still running, I said, you know what? I'm going to go to one of these rallies and I want to record it and I want to show people that the media, I want to interview people and I want to see how it is.
Now that this was his newfound hobby, Paul started filming and uploading videos to YouTube documenting his journalism. As a Republican, he frequently filmed himself in New York entering left-leaning government offices and corporate buildings, where he confronted employees and politicians over various alleged fraudulent activities.
Sorry, guys, I have to do this. CNN is fake news. They engaged in propaganda for 2 years against the American people. They need to be shut down. This place is a joke. And I'm here to tell you that you owe the American people an apology. I'm sorry, officer. I will leave. I will leave right now. I'll leave right now, officer. There's no problem. I don't want any trouble. I just had to say that on behalf of 63 million Americans. You say your piece. Thank you. Thank you, officer.
So like, bro, what was his, what even changed, bro? Like it's just like actual shit, bro. He's actually doing stuff, bro. Like what the fuck?
Person would answer a question about the censorship that's going on against conservatives. They don't want to be, I don't understand.
Paul continued pursuing journalism for the next 2 years until 2018 marked a turning point with the emergence of his online persona, GypsyCrusader. On October 12th of that year, the Proud Boys organized an event at the Metropolitan Republican Club on Manhattan's Upper East Side featuring a speech by their founder. The Proud Boys are a far-right organization founded in 2016 by Gavin McInnes, a Canadian media personality. The Proud Boys are described as Western chauvinists who essentially reject political correctness and progressive values. Paul and his friend Alice attempted to attend the event as journalists, although were unable to gain entry as the event was sold out. Instead, Paul decided to shoot video outside and live streamed it on YouTube to show the Antifa crowd protesting against them. Antifa, short for anti-fascist, is an organized political movement made up of individuals and groups who oppose fascism and far-right extremism.
Not a huge gathering of Antifa on the other side, but they are there. I don't know if things are going to get violent. There's a heavy police presence, so we should be fine, God willing. There's the liberals. There they are. The idiots. There's the idiots.
I mean, you gonna call them idiots for being against the Proud Boys, bro? I mean, I don't know who specifically what he was calling them idiots for in this specific clip, though. So, but it's like, bro.
You're outnumbered. Go home to your cats. I don't know if they're going to do anything, guys. I want to go over there and instigate it, but the cops are here, so we'll be nice.
Bruh. Man.
I fuck him up real bad. Cops
Paul began exchanging in a heated argument with several Antifa members when, without warning, one individual struck his phone to the ground. The confrontation quickly escalated into a physical altercation between the two.
Why do you hide your face? Why hide your face? No, you don't. All right. They don't want to ask. They don't want to ask any questions. What do you want? I knocked you out.
Oh, shit. So listen, no offense to Paul Miller, bro, but you was playing games, bro. Like, what was you even beefing with Antifa? You know they feds, nigga. Like, this is like Proud Boys and Antifa. Like, that's like the same shit of essentially, nigga. It's just one is right wing, one is left wing. They both being funded by whoever the fuck, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh. And I'm saying if that's false, then that's false. But that's the way I look at it. Because what are these, you know what I'm saying, groups really doing? They be popping up out random ass places, just a protest and shit. Like, unless y'all niggas talking about something like Gaza or something, then it's like, bruh, like, what are we really doing, bro? But if you ask me, bro, I would have, you wouldn't even need people outside protesting, bro. You would just have a few people that have, you know what I'm saying, that can debate, go into these events or whatever, these conservative events, challenge them, and then just beat them in the debate and you win. Y'all, they gonna say, oh, well, you can't beat me in debate. Bro, put me in that damn thing to regulate it, bro. Put me in that spot to regulate it and watch me both of them do a debate, bro. Watch it, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch, yeah, just let me put my touch on it, bro, and I'll do it. But, you know what I'm saying? That's a whole different thing.
I was just recording. All I was doing was recording. Yes, sir. Officer, all I did was record. Officer, please, I didn't want to.
Nah, he got arrested.
He got like this. I didn't know what he was gonna do. I was recording, sir, and then he came in my face. He's like, "Well, what's your problem?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm just recording." Yes, sir.
You want to arrest him?
Yes, sir.
Following the altercation, Paul and Alice stopped at a McDonald's.
No, they didn't, bro.
To charge their phones. As they exited the restaurant, Paul noticed a group of Antifa members following them. Reacting quickly, he urged Alice to run while he stayed back to fight the members off.
As I'm walking back, I start noticing that we are being followed by Antifa. I stopped her and I said, Alex, they're going to come for us. They're coming for us right now. And then she looked down the street and she's seen them. So I handed her my phone and I said, listen, I'm going to give you an opportunity. And when you get the chance, you run. We get surrounded by the first 5 and then another 5 comes. So there's 10 of them. There was the one guy who was kind of pretty close to me. I remember I punched him.
So this is what is this what happened, bro? I'm assuming this what happened, bro. I knew he went to jail, bro. I'm assuming it's after this, bro.
When I grabbed him, I looked at Alice and I said, run. And she ran off down the street. And they all start, pounding on me. They all, they're swinging at me and trying to hit me. I punched one guy, hit him, boom, boom. And I dropped him. And I hit him just enough that when he fell, I was able to run.
The Antifa group chased Paul down, reigniting the confrontation. As tensions escalated, several Proud Boys members emerged from the Metropolitan building and defended Paul against the attackers. Eventually, police arrived on the scene, arresting 3 Antifa members. The night ended with Paul going to the station to provide a statement. The incident quickly gained traction when One American News obtained footage of the fight and invited Paul to share his account in a studio interview, something Paul agreed to do.
It was just
nothing too crazy. Look, man, I'm gonna say this, bro. Look, man, if you want to instigate beef with Antifa, you want to go out there and fucking do that dumb shit. You want to ask them genuine questions, sure, nigga. But if you just trying to go out there and beef, then it's like, yeah, bro, you gonna get into a fight, you gonna get jumped, nigga. It's just that simple. That's why I don't be out there like that unless you really gonna be on some genuine independent journalist shit for real, and say 10 toes down and be like, yeah, I'm gonna be completely unbiased here. Then you could say that. But bro, if you want, you know what I'm saying, you gonna come over there and you already know you're gonna have beef with them, bro. Now I'm not saying that's what he was doing, but you know what I'm saying, it's when you look at it and you see this dude is, I'm saying, GypsyCrusader and all that. And you know what I'm saying, you try, yeah, like I don't know, man. I don't know. It doesn't seem like he was really rocking with them Proud Boys too much, but you already know half of them niggas, I'm saying, is feds and racists, bro. So it's like, bro, if you beefing with is supposed to be you know what I'm saying, the false little dualism they got going on there, the Antifa versus the Proud Boys, whatever. Then yeah, but nah, bro. I thought he was gonna get jumped. I'm about to say, damn, bro. But nah, he didn't get jumped, so it's still W's for him, man. See what happens. Well, I guess he might have gotten jumped, and then he got some assistance, you know.
Crowd of about maybe 70, 80 Antifa members screaming and chanting and wild like animals out front of the Republican Club.
These protesters, did they have weapons on them?
I think they did because they had the signs that they were chanting with, and the signs had like these big wood, like the sign was on itself. It was like this big wood piece. It's dangerous.
Like a 2x4 with something in it or something like that.
Yes, and then they had the sign on the top. You could have anything
Bruh.
in there, a nail or something. You don't know.
After the attack
I
by
mean, sure,
Antifa,
bro.
Paul discovered that his backpack containing personal items, including his wallet, had been stolen. He later
Damn.
stated that his stolen information was used to dox him, triggering a period of targeted harassment.
Antifa stole my bag. They went through my wallet. They gave my personal information to a very big Antifa New York page on Twitter at the time that had like 250,000 followers, and they doxed me there. And it just got progressively worse. After I got doxed, there was a lot of death threats and, just say horrible things to me. But again,
nigga, that's one thing I never understood is making death threats. Like, bitch, I swear to God, you get smited, bro, if you really on that type of timing. For real. But it's like, bro, why would you make a death threat to someone online? Like, you actually gonna do something. You die before you actually do something, bro. And that's on me. So, yeah, bro. I'm putting that out there. You know what I'm saying? Just as a protection spell against all y'all that's getting doxxed. Because nobody really needs no death threats, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's an evil person, they gonna get taken care of, bro. But if it's like, you know what I'm saying? Just some, like, if it's just somebody you disagree with, or I'm saying even a racist person, bro. Like, you don't even need no death threats because racism is a mental illness, bro. That's not something that people just spawn in with. So that's something you need to cure. It's something you can cure. So it's like, bro, you ain't got like, you know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do death threats to people, bro. It's just like stupid, bro. Like, nah, man. And that's also, if you ask me, that's extraordinarily bad karma. Just be giving out death threats. You know what I'm saying? It's a certain type of person that does that type of stuff, man. So yeah.
It was very, it was scary, but at the time I was just like, I'm just going to step away from all this and maybe it'll die down.
After experiencing harassment and threats from the Antifa crowd, Paul chose to step back from political journalism, feeling it was no longer safe to continue pursuing it as a hobby. During this hiatus, he recovered from his injuries and resumed coaching Muay Thai. It seemed like this chapter in political commentary had closed, but in 2020, Paul
I wonder if he still does teach Muay Thai, bro.
An unexpected return to the scene. Following the death of George Floyd, widespread Black Lives Matter protests erupted across the United States, with some escalating into riots. Black Lives Matter is a global human rights.
A lot of people were instigating that shit, bro. That's the thing. A lot of feds, a lot of just bums, and people that ain't have shit better to do. We're just instigating a lot of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? From what I've seen from the footage, man. I'm pretty sure there's still some archives of that stuff on YouTube.
When that campaigns against racism and anti-black violence, particularly police brutality. Once Paul learned of the riots commencing, he decided to return to political journalism by attending and documenting 2 riots in Philadelphia and 2 riots in New York City.
All right, so the damage is extensive. This thing, it's like every other block is just wrecked. As you can see here, the left do not like CNN either. Destroy CNN. I have some pretty good helmet cam footage. I just have to put it on a wall because I've never seen it like this. Even after 9/11, it wasn't like this. But I'm gonna start heading home because train's coming. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I have so many pictures. I'm gonna post them really soon. All right. Thank you guys for watching. The mainstream media is not showing the American people the damage the left-wing mob can do to the United States. It is disgusting. All right. Those people are animals. They are not protesters. They're rioters. Okay, they're domestic terrorists, and they need to be stopped.
In May of that year, agents of the FBI showed up at Paul.
That's the thing, though, bro. The same people that's deciding those news stories is the people that's getting. You know what I'm saying? The people deciding news stories, the same ones paying those people to be out there bullshitting, bro. Similar crowd at least. Maybe not the exact same, but similar crowd, similar wealth level, maybe even, bro. But I don't know, man.
Parents' home trying to reach him, revealing that they were sent after him regarding anti-COVID lockdown statements he had made online and his proposal of an open carry rally, which is a public gathering where participants openly carry firearms to advocate for gun rights or protest gun-related policies. However, the FBI deemed Paul was not a threat and no further action was taken.
Somebody went and reported me to the FBI. The FBI shows up to my house, intimidates my family, intimidates me, and then I remember them saying to me, they were like, well, you can't, I'm like, all I said was for us, maybe we should do this. And then they said, well, you can't have an open carry protest in New Jersey. I said, but that's kind of the point of protesting. It's civil disobedience. We're doing something we're not really supposed to be doing and, trying to get the government to recognize. That's the whole point of this. So, I mean, I don't see the big deal.
Rewinding back to Black Lives Matter, after Paul labeled the movement as a terrorist organization, as well as being seen wearing a boogaloo mask,
maybe modern isn't maybe modern BLM because they, you know what I'm saying, they just jugging people and scamming. Shout out to the OGs.
Boogaloo being another far-right movement consisting of being pro-gun and anti-government. Boogaloo Bar matter after Paul labeled the movement as a terrorist organization, as well as being seen wearing a Boogaloo mask. Boogaloo being another far-right movement consisting of being pro-gun and anti-government, Paul began attracting an even more significant amount of attention. According to Paul, the visibility reached a point where Black Lives Matter supporters became aware of his content and, through connections with Antifa, obtained his personal information, leading to an escalation in harassment against him. The harassment was so severe that it apparently got Paul kicked out of his gym due to the business receiving constant threats.
They called my gym.
So what was he doing the GypsyCrusader shit back then, where it was like just trolling, or was they just on his ass? Because it seems like he's not even doing that much crazy stuff, you know, right now. He's not even doing anything out of pocket, bro. You know what I'm saying? To where they need to be doxing him and things like that. Obviously, they got beef, and you associate him with groups that have, you know what I'm saying, that have people, the members that are racist. But that's like reaching to a certain extent. Now, like if you know what I'm saying, like if you're looking at it from like, you know what I'm saying, outside looking in, it's probably like, yo, okay, yeah, sure, you know, Crowd Wars is racist, Boogaloo Boys, you know what I'm saying, it's far right shit. Why would I want to be associated with that? But from my perspective, it's like, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't seem like he's just going around just instigating conflicts, you know, just doing bullshit, you know what I'm saying, to where you would need someone who even feel the need to dox him, you know. Like, I don't know, man, but it seems like since he had issues with the Antifa, or the Antifa had issue with him, whichever, they're doxing him and stuff, and that's just, you know what I'm saying, unacceptable, bro, if you ask me. But yeah.
That I trained at for years.
Like, if you want to dox somebody, go dox a pedophile or some shit, bro. Like, what are you doxing, like, GypsyCrusader, if he's just doing regular content, at least at this point?
My coach, like, if you don't kick him out, we are going to come down to your business and we're going to protest outside of it. So he kicked me out. So I couldn't coach anymore. I couldn't train anymore. My name was completely slandered in the fight community. I was done. Like, I'm still blacklisted. I can't go to any of the gyms in my area.
Paul further stated that the harassment grew so extreme that Black Lives Matter supporters went as far as to protest at his own parents' residency.
They found my mom's business and came here and harassed my mother. They called my mom and my dad for weeks. Now, I wasn't living at home at the time, so I didn't know, but they were calling them and threatening my mom, threatening my dad, say they're going to kill them, they're going to burn the house down with them inside it.
See, look, how you going to, at that point, it's like, bro, yeah, you can call that a terrorist organization at that point, because who's paying these niggas to do this shit, you know what I'm saying? And then who's doing it just for free and all that shit. But, like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, though, like, what were we doing here? We were just calling people's houses and shit. Like, the nigga is racist. Like, put him on a racist watch list or some shit, and put him on a boycott. You don't gotta be calling a nigga, you know what I'm saying, parents, and tell them they gonna die and shit like that. Like, it's just, what's the point of doing that? It makes no sense. So it's like, bruh, oh, unless you just trying to be a terrorist organization, literally, you know what I'm saying? When did that ever change somebody's mind? Hey, I'm gonna kill your parents. You know what I'm saying? No, not even that. Hey, I'm gonna call your parents on the phone and say I'm gonna kill them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Now, if you was some mob boss or whatever, yeah. But it's like, bro, these are random people. It's like, what the fuck are you even supposed to do with that? You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
The house, it was like
It's just chaos, bro. It's just unnecessary chaos and shit, bro. And it's like, I'm saying, like, bro, it doesn't even make any sense for a movement to be doing that, bro. Like, if you do anything, if he's really that racist, and they're like, you would just boycott him. You put him on like, this is a person who's a racist, blast him on social media, and then, you know what I'm saying, just have it where you're boycotting his business or boycotting whatever. You know what I'm saying? Don't give him any money or energy. You know, after that, it's like, just stay away from this person. Basically, don't associate. That's all you have to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be doing this nonsense. It just goes to show you that there's like people in these groups that are, it's like, you know, who are you, like, what the fuck is really going on, man? Like, for real, like, this is what we doing, like, BLM is, you know, but it's not even like, this is like, I don't even like calling it BLM, bro, because, like, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just like, if it seems like it's like from what I understand, like, the original organization versus what ended up being, you know what I'm saying, shown to the globe after, you know, oh shit, around like 2020 and stuff, it's two different things. But hold on, man, I gotta take this call. All right, we back. Let's get it, man. Let's keep going.
outside of my mom and dad's house, chanting, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. My mom called the cops. The cops came, told her that there's nothing that they can do because they're practicing their First Amendment and they're standing on the street, not on your property. So there's really nothing that we can do.
Due to the severity of the harassment, Paul made the decision.
That's what happens when you associate with racists, my nigga. Now, no offense to him, obviously he doesn't deserve that. I just explained that in the previous section, but my nigga, actually, then again, bro, was he really associated with racists like that? I don't know, man. It's not an excuse to dox him or anything like that, but I'm just saying. It's interesting, man. It's very interesting.
To permanently step away from political journalism, prioritizing the safety of his family. He found himself at a personal low point, unable to work after allegedly being blacklisted from every Muay Thai gym. With no reliable source of income, he faced...
And I'm assuming he's just getting blacklisted because he's associated with these types of people, bro. Like, that's all I'm... Because listen, man, say what you want. Like, the Proud Boys and, like, these Boogaloo niggas, like, a lot of these motherfuckers, like, bro, they just got racist people in them, bro. It's just that simple. So, like, bro... Or they got people that are claiming to be them that are being racist and then either making them look bad or just doing it for the hell of it, bro. But you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm picking up.
Financial pressure and feared losing his apartment. While Paul was thinking of how to fix his life, he came across a YouTuber named Catboy Cammy. Catboy Cammy, also known
Bruh.
Tor Gustafsson Brooks, is a Swedish-born Austrian streamer known for his online trolling on chatting sites such as Omegle. On his live streams, Catboy Cammy were dressed in stereotypically racist outfits, mocking blacks, Asians, and Jews, recording people's reactions on Omegle. Paul was drawn to the provocative style of Catboy Cammy's videos and found them entertaining, which sparked his interest in producing similar content. Rather than adopting the overtly racist outfits, Paul chose to dress as fictional villains from popular films and TV shows, appearing as characters like Omni-Man, Riddler, and most...
What the fuck, bro? Like, listen, man, this is coming off as this dude just didn't have anything better to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just decided, hey, man, fuck it, let's just have some fun and be racist online. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga. Like, bro.
The Joker, which became his signature look.
Like, the Joker movie had just came out. Yeah. And I went and watched it.
What's this dude's name? And this dude, I just seen a clip of this dude's podcast the other day. And they were talking about the Israelites versus, you know, Jewish, you know what I'm saying, the actual, or whatever, you know, whatever you want to say, the black Hebrew, quote unquote, so-called black Hebrew Israelite or whatever, and then the Jewish, you know what I'm saying, Jake Shields, that's his name, bro. They just had him, I just saw a clip from his podcast the other day, but it was a completely different thing. But yeah, a completely different topic.
Like, his story and my story kind of paralleled each other. So I really felt like a sense of connection with him. It just made sense. Like, he was a man that's, like, society kind of just with him. It just made sense. Like, he was a man that's, like, society kind of just a sense of connection with him. It just made sense each other. Like, came out. Yeah. And I went and watched it, and I just kind of, like, his story and my story kind of paralleled each other. So I really...
Cap, what y'all think, bro? Cap or no cap, bro? Cap or no cap, bro? Like, this man talking about... You talking about the movie Joker? You talking about the comic Joker? Like, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just not tapped in with the Joker enough, bro. But I remember back in the Joker movie, this man, Joker, was on the bottom of society, bro. But he didn't... You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out here... You know what I'm saying? Doing what this dude Paul Miller was doing, though. But I don't know, man. What y'all think? Fact or cap, bro? I could see some parallels, you know. They both of them were ostracized and things like that, like you just said. But yeah, let's keep going. I really felt like a sense of connection with him. It just made sense. Like, he was a man that's, like, society kind of just turned on and didn't really give a shit about. Yeah. And that's how I felt. And a lot of people who were in the movement loved the movie for that same reason. Yeah.
Paul's Omegle streams essentially consisted of him directing racially charged and abusive language primarily toward black individuals and other minority groups while recording and broadcasting their reactions in real time.
Let me get this straight. You were so political, you were homophobic, and you're on this?
Yes.
Just to tell everyone about it.
Grown man, by the way. That's where we coming back to at the end of the day. Nigga, you a grown ass man, nigga. Like, if this was a kid doing this, I could understand. But like, bro, it's a grown man that like, and it's the thing, like, niggas. This I'm like, hold on, let me finish the documentary before I even speak on that shit. Hold on.
Yes.
Do you know how much people commit suicide because of you talking
Good.
about this?
Like, look at this. You a grown man saying this, bro. You a grown man saying this. This is the same bullcrap that these BLM people were doing to your parents, except on like a way like smaller level. You know what I'm saying? Instead of going to a person's house, you're just talking to them on the video camera. But, bro, like, come on now. Like, how do like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, this is what we doing. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
It's not good.
Yes, it is. We don't need you people.
Like, I'm coming from this is the angles. Like, this dude is a genuine. Like, he went from like he seems like he genuinely like cares about this political stuff. How are you getting to this? You know what I'm saying? How did you go from that to this? To where it's like genuine political journalism, activism. Obviously, he got hurt and stuff. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? Certain things happen with his parents, but it's like now you basically just doing the same crap. Oh, fuck that. Get that shit out of here. But now you basically just doing the same crap, except on a much smaller level, bro. As these other motherfuckers, you're just going after random ass innocent people that didn't do anything. So it's like, bro, what's the point? Like, what's it? You know what I'm saying? What was the point of this? You know what I'm saying? Transformation.
Following of just 20 viewers until an overnight surge made him go completely viral. As short-form content began to grow in popularity, clips from his streams spread rapidly across platforms such as TikTok, creating a wave of exposure for Paul. Paul justified his creation of offensive content as an act of retaliation against Antifa and the Black Lives Matter movement.
Bro, and here's the problem. That's like the most retarded shit I've ever seen in my like, nigga, you're doing the exact same thing that these fucking bums in BLM and Antifa were doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Getting on people's ass about their associations, and not even just their associations. This is something that this is like their race, and they're like, they can't not be or whatever race they are. So you just get on people's ass for like things that they can't control. So it's like, bro, what are we even doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like the same thing as the Antifa. Oh, all white people are racist. Oh, all this or that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like, what are we really doing here? You know?
He escalated his revenge during the US presidential election between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, attending Biden rallies specifically to hurl verbal abuse at Democratic supporters.
Only white lives matter.
See, look at this shit, bro. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
Only white. Yeah, I am. Hell.
See, how do you go from being not racist to people being racist to you, and now you're being racist? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we were supposed to be high IQ civilization builders in this white nationalist thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought this was supposed to be like the most like cutting edge, you know what I'm saying, type of stuff going on here. This is people who created civilization, allegedly. So I'm like, bro, this is what we doing. You doing the exact same thing that they were doing to you back. Like, bro. This is a Trump rally.
Bloods don't matter. Bloods don't matter. You black.
However, because
See, it's like, what's the point, bro? How does this help anybody? How does this help? You know what I'm saying? What is this doing for anybody? You know what I'm saying? How does this help anybody? Like, isn't it political journalism exposing what's really going on in the streets? CNN not showing the Trump rallies. Okay, let's go to a Trump rally and record it. Look, there's people here. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Let's go to protest. Ask people questions. Hey, this or that. Why are you saying this? Why are you saying that? We're true neutral citizens. We're, you know what I'm saying? We're like a genuine organization, a citizen organization. We're just here to ask questions. No, bro. Like, this motherfucker doing this. It's like, bro.
Was so offensive.
This man went backwards, bro. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? He reverted into like his like, you know what I'm saying, bullshit. We reverted to the bullshit, bro. Like, what the fuck? And it just makes you look bad too. Now no one's even gonna have sympathy for you because, you know what I'm saying, you got docs. They're just gonna be like, nigga, you were racist anyway. So like, what the fuck? Like, they're gonna say deep down you were just racist anyway. That's what they're gonna say. You know, you're gonna say, okay, I don't care what people think. I'm just like, bro, you want to be a white man? You know what I'm saying? You want to be taken seriously by, you know what I'm saying, anybody. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, this is gonna come up as a stain, you know. So it's like, bro.
To instantly get banned from almost every social media website, including YouTube, Facebook, Twitter.
And then you're gonna have to explain. That's the thing. You're gonna have to explain yourself why you were doing these things, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn.
Instagram and Twitch. This forced Paul to relocate to other websites such as BitChute and Telegram, where he continued to stream for the loyal fanbase he had cultivated. Paul was riding high on the growing popularity of his streams, but what he didn't see coming was the drastic shift.
Like, he's a clown himself, nigga. The nigga him, like, you know what I'm saying? You turn yourself into a clown, bro. You were serious. You were actually putting in work, and then you turned yourself into a clown, bro. Like, come on, bro.
Would take over the next year. In 2021, Paul's fame drew hostility from within extremist circles, where some viewed him as an unworthy spokesman due to his Roma background. Among those targeting him were individuals linked to the neo-Nazi group Anton-Waffen Division. According to Paul, one member repeatedly showed up at his house in an effort to intimidate him. He also claims to have received multiple threats and been followed by members of the group, turning his online infamy into a real-world...
What the fuck are they upset about him for? You're being racist. We're only supposed to be racist. You're a fucking gypsy, man. Like, bruh. God damn. Imagine being, listen, man. You think you got problems? Imagine being in that mental space, bro. Holy shit. You going to random niggas' houses and shit with your free time. Like, bruh.
However, the worst was yet to come for Paul. In March 2020,
like, this is supposed to be helping white people, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day. So I'm just looking at this from a lens of how does this help white people as a so-called white people as a collective. I'm like, bruh, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck?
Paul was at home in Fort Lauderdale on a phone call at 5 in the morning when flashing lights outside his window caught his attention. Curious, he cracked open his door only to claim he saw the FBI outside, flanked by 2 armored vehicles and roughly 70 agents in full tactical gear. Panicked, he shut the door, but moments later, flashbang grenades were hurled toward the entrance. A voice over a loudspeaker ordered him to step outside with his hands raised. Paul complied and was arrested for 3 charges: possession of a firearm, possession of ammunition, and possession of an unregistered firearm.
Miller was arrested Tuesday when the FBI's terrorism task force raided the Fort Lauderdale home he rented a month
So they basically just arrested him for bullshit? I mean, bruh.
ago. Witnesses say they removed weapons. He's been charged with possessing a firearm as a felon.
I went outside to look. There was about 30 cars, people everywhere.
There were 70 agents there.
70 agents in full gear. All right, plate carriers and balaclaves and bulletproof helmets with night vision goggles and a battering ram on the goddamn tank that they were getting ready to drive through my house.
Miller had prior felony convictions in New Jersey in 2006 and 2007, which legally barred him from owning any firearms. Despite this, he was found in possession of an unregistered
that's
short-barreled
why, bruh.
rifle, a handgun, firearms in New Jersey.
Tank that they were getting ready to drive through my house.
Miller had prior felony convictions in New Jersey in 2006 and 2007, which legally barred him from owning any firearms.
Okay,
Despite this, he was found in possession of an unregistered short-barreled rifle, a handgun, a combat knife, a tactical vest with plated body armor, and over 800 rounds of ammunition. His first hearing took place on March 3rd, where he apologized to the judge, stating, "I'm really sorry for all this, I really am." He also told the judge that he had enough money to hire his own attorney and had hired attorney Norman Kent. On March 10th, during his bond hearing, Paul was denied bail in order to remain in custody throughout the trial process. He then pleaded guilty to the charges on June 22nd. During a court hearing on Zoom, a troll streamer named J-Danks managed to infiltrate the call and spat out racist profanity before getting kicked off.
Mr. Bot, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, there's a person that I know who's online. His name is Jay Danks, and I just seen him twice pop up on the screen, sir. And he's a streamer, so I assume that people are trying to make a spectacle of me.
Mr. Miller, your lawyer and I have discussed the publicity in this case, and I'm going to ask the judge to remind folks who are on this call that it's unlawful to stream this proceeding.
On September 28th, he was sentenced to 41 months in federal prison, followed by 3 years of On September 28th, he was sentenced to 41 months in federal prison, followed by 3 years of supervised release. While in prison, Paul described his experience as a living hell. He claimed to have spent an entire year in solitary confinement, confined to his cell for 23 hours a day with only a single hour to leave his cell. According to Paul, he claimed that black inmates were aware of who he was and frequently threatened him. He also accused black prison guards of mistreatment, including instances where his meals were thrown on the ground. For Paul, prison was...
Okay, nigga, okay, at that point, what do you expect, bro? Like, what the fuck do you expect? But it's like, okay, now you shouldn't be doing it as a guard, bro. It's just simply for the fact that you got to maintain order. But it's like, bro, what do you know what I'm saying? Like, what do you expect was going to happen, bro? You just being racist, nigga. You're like, what the fuck?
Punishment. It was, in his words, relentless torment.
I went from the federal...
But I don't think he deserved to be in jail, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying?
jail in Miami.
For a year, you
And
know what I'm
from
saying?
there,
In
they took
solitary?
me to Tallahassee for a day.
For possession of a firearm you're not even using and shit? Like, what the fuck?
In Tallahassee, I went to Atlanta, which if you've ever heard of Atlanta,
Or that you didn't even use to do
federal
anything
prison,
bad?
oh my God, that place is like something out of your fucking nightmares. Cockroaches and rats scurrying around everywhere, crawling on your food, crawling in your clothes. You're sleeping, you feel them crawling on your body. And then they took me from there to North Carolina, then Virginia, then Philadelphia. Then I went to Fort Dix, which was my prison.
While serving time in prison, a video surfaced on Telegram showing Paul speaking to someone over the phone. During the call, he instructed the person to record him as he shared updates for his followers about prison life. He mentioned that, with good behavior, his sentence could be reduced to 18 months, and revealed that he had lost his fiancée.
The best thing you could do is, like I said, take a screenshot of me right now so people believe you. I'll wait for the phone down. Ready? I believe that I'll probably, if everything goes well, I'll serve around 18 months. If everything goes okay. I don't have anybody, just my family. My fiancée left me.
Damn.
So I don't really, I don't have anyone to run the channel for me anymore. So it's just me. I know that some of my... Oh, man, we're on the phone! Jesus Christ, man, it's horrible. It's horrible in here, dude. It's really horrible.
On January 31st, 2023, Miller was released from prison on good behavior and with parole, overall serving only a year and 7 months. On the day he was released, Paul got his phone back and immediately launched a live stream addressing his followers. He spoke candidly about his time in prison, revealed that he had written a book detailing the experience, and shared his thoughts on various online influences.
But yeah, guys, it's me. I spent 2 years in prison. Right now, I am currently at a halfway house. This is like where I am. I'm wearing real clothes. I'm not in a prison uniform in the red that you guys seen me in. I've lost a significant amount of weight. Well, I don't know. I don't like Andrew Tate. I don't like him. He's just a mulatto person, Muslim garbage. Him. He's not one of our...
Look at this nigga, bro. Is this the average white person, bro? Like, this is the saddest part of this shit. Like, bro. Who you caping for? Like, what does he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Like, this is obviously you got community. He has got his community. You know what I'm saying? But when you say something like mulatto, nigga, you not like you a fucking mulatto yourself, nigga. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. It's just me. Oh.
He's not one of our guys. He doesn't care about white people. Yes, I did see.
My nigga, like. No, he's not wrong about that. I don't think Tate, I don't know, bro. I'm not about to go in on Andrew Tate. I think you already seen my ASMR video. You seen that shit, man. You already know. Now, I might have had a few slip-ups in that video, too, but with Andrew Tate, bro, I'm thinking, like, that nigga actor or something, bro. He getting paid to do, like, he's just saying, like, it's very simple. It's not even this, like, I'm trying to figure out what, like, the only thing I could think of Andrew Tate even talking about white people is, like, the whole white replacement thing in Europe, but it's like, bro, even that, what is going around as GypsyCrusader, what is going around calling people the N-word online gonna help the average, so-called white person? How's that helping them? You know what I'm saying? It's not, like, for real.
That video from Sunny V2, it was pretty good. Is that video monetized? I mean, I feel like him and all the people who made videos about me owe me some money. So I wrote this book, all right, and I talked about everything that happened to me, everything leading up to going to prison. I wrote about the show, getting, fighting in New York with Antifa, what BLM did to my parents' house, all of that stuff. Everything that led me to the thing.
Some assume that nearly 2 years behind bars might have softened Paul or shifted his perspective. Instead,
yes, exactly. Not even like the latter to be specific there. The shifted his perspective. You know what I'm saying? Give him some time to think about what he wants to do coming out. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to help white people coming out? How are you going to help the white community, the so-called white community, coming out? Let's see.
Doesn't appear to have only intensified his views. During his incarceration, his mother died of brain cancer, a loss he publicly attributed to Antifa and Black Lives Matter, claiming their actions had prevented him from being by her side in her final moments.
Has my experience made me worse as far as my beliefs?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
You mean prison didn't make you less racist? What a shock.
Oh, yeah. I know. What a shock.
Hey, y'all laughing and shit like racism and some shit. Like, bro, you motherfuckers is... Listen, man, say what you want. I could give a fuck. RP his mom, nigga. You still poisoning the fucking youth, bro. So like, what the fuck are we doing here, my nigga? Like, you want to talk about something? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help white people, nigga. You poisoning the youth, bro. You know know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. But it's like, nigga, like, you poison the youth. Like, do we really want to take that shit? Do you really want to take the blade out with this? You know what I'm saying? And be like, you know what I'm saying? Antifa and BLM prevented him from seeing his mom when he died, bro. This is the truth. As far as we know. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, bro. You know what? I don't. You know, I'm not. I won't go there because it's like that's just speculation in hell scenarios, basically. Because I'm about to say, hey, man.
I'm sure that
because he didn't go into much detail about what is this? What was it when he was doing the journalism thing about how he got into beef with Antifa and all that and BLM. But I'm like, bro, it seems like he didn't really do anything to BLM or Antifa to really do anything too crazy to them to like cause him to truly want to, like, you know what I'm saying, to warrant anything they did to his parents or anything like that. So I'm just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I won't even bring up a hell scenario where that is the case where he was being racist and then he ended up getting targeted by them for that. And then that ended up causing all of this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a hell scenario, bro. But like, I'm going to keep it legit and give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Had people put me in thinking, this'll teach him. He's going to conform now.
Yeah, really.
They thought, yeah. But no.
I mean, yeah, bro. How did you come out of jail more racist? Or like, are you retarded? Like, I get that jail is extremely racist, but like, bro, motherfuckers been racist to you shouldn't make you racist. Just show you, damn, my nigga, we live in a world where racism is a thing. Why is this being caused? Who caused you know what I'm saying? Who brought this type of energy, you know what I'm saying, where you discriminate against somebody, you know what I'm saying, you don't like them that much over their skin color. Like, who brought that energy into this realm and things like that? Who's bringing that into the world, you know what I'm saying? What causes that type of stuff? But like, I don't know, man. It kind of like, listen, man, it kind of makes me kind of sick, bro, to watch these people like laugh about that shit like it's funny. Like, you're still racist. You're a grown man, you're racist. Like, there's nothing to be proud of that. You're mentally ill, bro. Like, it's just that simple. Like, that's all I got to say. I don't give a fuck what happened to you in your life, nigga. You a grown ass man, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You a grown man. Like, you're not a kid, bro. Where like, this is your first time in the world and you getting traumatized now. Like, I got a chip on my shoulder. You a grown man. You went to jail. You had time to write a book and you still racist. Like, you know what I'm saying? They was doing you dirty in jail. You know what I'm saying? Sure. You still racist though. You was still, you know what I'm saying, being racist outside of the prison before you even went there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, you know what I'm saying? You probably gonna bring that energy into the situation. You know what I'm saying? What's gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? But like, or what do you expect is gonna happen? But I don't know. It just makes they kind of like I like. He seems like a nice guy, but it's like, bro, you're being racist. You poison the youth, bro. It's just that simple.
Worse.
Paul returned to streaming after his release from prison on a new website called Goyim TV. Goyim TV is a video streaming platform created in 2020 by John Minadio II, also known by his alias Handsome Truth, who is
another like, see, like, bro, they spawn these guys out in the cloning center, bro, with this shit, man. I swear.
And leader of the Goyim Defense League, being a decentralized network of content creators who promote anti-Semitism, white supremacy, and Holocaust denial. On his new
platform, like, I don't see how this is literally just putting you on a loop of just talking shit to niggas online. Like, this shit does nothing for white people at all, bro. It literally does zero. Like, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't even do anything, bro. Like, for real, so-called white people, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't even do anything to help them. So like, what is it? Like, I'm saying, what do they? You gotta think like. GypsyCrusader, it seems like he kind of just got the short end of the stick, and then he just became racist because either one, he already had some racist shit in his like head before, and then that just catalysted it, or that was just a catalyst for that to just come out, or who knows, maybe he just decided, hey man, I want to have fun one night, I went viral, I'm starting to get money from this, who knows, man. But it doesn't seem like it's doing anything to help like quote unquote white people like as a whole.
Paul resumed his familiar routine using chat sites like Omi TV, where he engaged in confrontational exchanges and directed racist slurs toward minority individuals. As Paul's online presence began to surge again, fueled by TikTok and Instagram Reels circulating his clips, he found himself involved in drama with several YouTubers. Among them was Hyphonix, a well-known YouTube and Twitch creator recognized for his comedic Omegle interactions and a subscriber base of over 1.5 million. Like Paul, Hyphonix had gained traction through short-form content on TikTok TikTok and Instagram. In some of his videos, strangers hurled racist slurs at him, and Paul took issue with Hyphonic's decision to leave those moments in his videos. He accused Hyphonics of ruining people's lives by showcasing their offensive behavior. Eventually, during a live stream, Paul encountered
Yo, are you okay, hold on now. There's no way. There's no way.
Of over 1.5 million. Like Paul, Hyphonics had gained traction through short-form content on TikTok and Instagram. In some of his videos, strangers hurled racist slurs at him, and Paul took issue with Hyphonics' decision to leave those moments in his videos. He accused Hyphonics of ruining, took issue on TikTok and Instagram. In some of his videos, strangers hurled racist slurs at him, and Paul took issue with Hyphonics' decision to leave those moments in his videos. He accused
Okay, it makes sense because obviously his life was ruined. But it's like, bro, that's the worst look possible, bro. Holy shit, that's a bad look. My nigga, they motherfuckers' own words being caught on camera is an issue. You know what I'm saying?
Of ruining people's lives by showcasing their offensive behavior. Eventually, during a live stream, Paul encountered Hyphonics on a chat site, and the two clashed in a heated argument.
I've been putting a lot of time.
You again! Don't you move, you bald-headed son of a... I've got a bone to pick with you.
Listen,
I'm glad that
listen.
you know so. Wait, shut up.
Wait, listen to me
I
carefully.
seen a video of you. I see a video of you, and some young lady said, and then you took that video and you tried to ruin her life with that video of her saying.
You know who ruined that girl's life? Whoever taught her that word, bruh. And it's taught her that it was chill to just call random people on the internet the N-word. Somehow, the average person isn't getting doxxed, bro. Now, I'm not about to get out here and say anyone deserves to get doxxed, but I'm just like, bro, it gets to a point where you doing it to yourself, bro. And like, I never thought I would see this. GypsyCrusader, bro. How about instead of, you know what I'm saying, calling people the N-word all day online, you would tell these people, especially young people, hey, it probably isn't the best idea to be racist because it could ruin your life. You know what I'm saying? For real. Now, hold up. All right, final part of the video, man. Final part. Oh, shoot. Hold up. There we go. All right, let's go.
I've been on this website for 5 years, and I come across people all the time. And I think I get maybe like, on average, 5 to 6 people a day that just say the N-word towards me all the time. Unironically. And
so what? So what?
People use...
You sound like a bitch, nigga. Like, oh, you know, I can't even... Hold on, man. I gotta censor that shit. Nah, nigga, I can't say that shit. You know what? Fuck it. I'm keeping it in. Bro, really? Like, bro. These are things people are choosing to say out of their own mouth, bro. No one's forcing people to be racist. Now, you could say, okay, give the little girl a pass because she's like a child. You know, obviously she learned that from somewhere. She's not an adult like you. But it's like, bro, come on now.
When they say it, they don't give me much of a reaction in overall. This girl in particular, though, it was funny. And I said, I'm going to post it. That girl that said the N-word is not just one case. I have done it multiple times, and I've done it.
Do you think that helps your case? That proves my point.
Which is what?
Earlier this year, Paul alleged that Adin Ross had reached out with an invitation to appear on one of his live stream. Earlier this year,
your case? That proves my point.
Earlier this year, Paul alleged that Adin.
So what? So what if she said the N-word? Doesn't mean you should post her online and you should make her have consequences for her actions, bro. If you pull up some shit I said online, bro, I'm gonna have to explain it, bro. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? People just don't get to have no personal responsibility for what you do. And when you do something that's racist, aka promoting mental illness and well poisoning, people are gonna have a problem with that, bro. Not everyone is like, you know what I'm saying, zero IQ to where they just think racism is a normal thing that people are just doing. Racism isn't even a natural thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's not even a natural thing, despite what some people would have you believe.
Had reached out with an invitation to appear on one of his live streams. According to Paul, he declined the offer due to Aiden's Jewish background and demanded $15,000 to participate. Ultimately, the collaboration never occurred, and it's worth noting that this story remains unverified.
No, I guess it's outdated.
as Paul provided no receipts to support the claim.
He asked me, he's like, listen, I want to bring you on my show. He wants to interview me. So now I know he's got money. So
I could have sworn he was on. I literally just seen a clip of him
But
talking, bro. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that.
$15,000 to come on because I have to justify this to the fans because you're a fuck. So we negotiated on the money. We ended up on $10,000. He gives me $2,500 in Bitcoin. Pays me $2,500. I'm like, all right, well, where's the other 25? He's like, hold on, I'll get it for you, right? He hits me up. He's like, listen, my producer says I can't have you on, and I was just stunned. I'm like, what do you mean you can't have me on? I'm like, you've been moaning at me, talking about you want me to come on. You give me $2,500, and now you don't want me to come on. So then I got pissed off. I'm like, you know what? You're a you are a piece of shit. But I kept this money. I kept it.
Bruh.
Because he asked me for it back. I said, no, I'm not giving it to you back. And then maybe 2-3 weeks later, he hits me up and he's like, he wants to kill himself. He's miserable and sad. And he's like, I can't take it anymore. And all of this shit. And I'm like, dude, why are you telling me this? I don't give a
As noted earlier, Paul's rise in popularity was fueled by viral clips of his streams circulating across multiple platforms. It wasn't long before his online notoriety spilled into real life. In June 2025, a video surfaced and quickly went viral after being posted on Twitter, showing a user...
This dude isn't any better, bro. This man was really trying bro, this dude was pressing that racist shit so hard. I remember I seen a clip of him and this one dude, Tyson Hockley, where it's they were talking about the N-word or something. This dude isn't any better, my nigga. Both these motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, are on some well poisoning type beat, bro. Y'all turn into super golems, bro. No joke.
A video surfaced and quickly went viral after being posted on Twitter, showing a user who had recognized GypsyCrusader at an airport. The individual confronted him over his racist views, sparking a heated exchange between the two.
Yeah, Yo, say a little bit louder. A little bit louder, bro. A little bit louder. Yeah. Oh, take a swing, bro. I'm not gonna hit you, bro. You think I'm actually? You're a idiot, bro. Take a swing. Take a swing. I'm GypsyCrusader. I got arrested, bro. Oh, look at me. I'm a 410.
Yeah, nigga, you a grown man. That's the thing, bro. You can't even defend himself, bro. Because it's bro, that's literally what you're doing. You a grown man. And the whole reason I made this video in the first place is because I'm like, dude, I remember reacting way back in the day. I was like, how is this man an adult doing this? To where it's bro, this is something you would see in schools, bro. You see this in elementary and middle schools in fucking America or something. Bro, this is you could be doing niggas could be they could be geniuses, bro. Motherfuckers could be out here influencing the youth to stop the nonsense, bro. But bro, motherfuckers is promoting racism, bro. He's come on now, man.
Little 410 voice to talk over me. Holy shit, you're wearing.
Take a swing.
Bro, look at you. You are 100%.
Take a swing and see what happens. Go ahead.
I'm not
do it.
You, bro. You
do it.
Love that. You would love
Yo, I
that.
would.
Yeah,
I would.
You would absolutely love that.
Yeah, I would.
Bro, get your hands and knees first.
Go ahead and try it.
Get your hands and knees first.
Go ahead.
Get your hands and knees first.
You gonna do it or what?
We're gonna do it or what? Get your hands and knees first.
You know the cops already know, and I told them that if you try something, I did tell them.
Yeah.
I did.
Say it again, one more time.
You're a.
Yeah, you see that? This guy's insane.
Reportedly, after the user posted the video,
You're not insane. He's just mentally ill, bro, and getting money from what he's doing. I'm assuming, but you didn't hear it from me. I know doxer, nigga.
Paul,
but you just heard it from this video since he got 25K for being racist. Thanks to Aiden, bro, and his producers. JK, I think it was just thanks to Aiden, bro, but who knows?
To him terminating his own Twitter account. So after everything Paul Miller has
obviously not his producers, bro.
In the last several years, what is he doing now? According to him, he's
look at this man. This man got a fatigue his real shit on.
Paul Miller has experienced.
Look at this shit. And this is helping white people in 2025, guys. This is white nationalism in 2026, 2025. That just goes to show you this shit dead, bro. Motherfuckers is just being racist. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are not talking about no community center publicly. And when I say publicly, I'm talking about publicly because who knows? Maybe they got it popping behind the scenes. And I'm just, you know what I'm saying? This is just irrelevant to me. But I'm talking about it because, you know what I'm saying? This nigga is, you know what I'm saying, influencing Gen Z. And this is Gen Z graduation news, bro. So I'm going to talk about it. So it's bro. I'm just bro, how is this helping the average white child, bro, European child? How is this helping them, bro? For real. Genuinely. I'm not even trolling or anything. Genuinely. How is this helping them, bro? Because these two individuals could be doing stuff that's so much more high IQ and so much more more productive and legitimate, like talking about like spiritual concepts or talking about, you know what I'm saying, certain techniques, you know, talking about how we're in a simulation, certain things like that. Like, bruh. But no, this is what we're doing.
Several years.
Now, they're just having an interview here, but you know what I'm saying, you get what I'm trying to say.
Doing now.
If you don't, then my bad.
Resumed coaching Muay Thai in New York City, suggesting he's once again permitted to train at a local gym. He's also returned to streaming, where he continues to make repulsive racist remarks towards people of color, as well
doing
as
the same
anti-Semitic
shit,
and aligned ideologies to his audience. Notably, his live streams on Goyim TV have become a source of income, with sponsorships reportedly coming from the online casino CSGO Empire.
Alright, so I work for a casino. They're really good guys, man. They're all white, like they kind of like they built this thing to go against the casino that is controlled by like. I saw you guys at the casino sponsor. Yeah, they're really nice guys. They're called CSGO Empire. CSGO Empire, and they have a new platform called Duel. I got to plug a little, but they plug away, bro. You should. But they really good guys.
It's surprising that Paul was able to secure any form of sponsorship, given how overtly offensive and inflammatory his content continues to be. It's unlikely that Paul will change.
Bro, it's the Agent of Chaos, bro. So it's like, yeah.
Especially given his own claims
Super
that the
Golem
harassment he
season.
experienced from Antifa and Black Lives Matter drove him toward a more extreme worldview. But that raises a deeper question. How truly sincere is that explanation? GypsyCrusader claims that harassment continues to be. It's unlikely that Paul will change course, especially given his own claims that the harassment he experienced from Antifa and Black Lives Matter drove him toward a more extreme worldview. But that raises a deeper question. How truly sincere is that explanation? GypsyCrusader claims that his descent into extremism was triggered by harassment from Antifa and Black Lives Matter. But that explanation raises more questions than answers. Was this truly a reaction to external pressure, or simply a convenient excuse for beliefs he already held? It's hard to say. After all, he has previously stated to have once had friendships with black and Jewish people, suggesting that his radicalization wasn't inevitable. Maybe it was gradual, maybe it was performative, or maybe it was always there, waiting for a justification. But what's clear is that the line between victimhood and accountability is one he's tried to blur. In the end, we're left wondering, is this who he became, or who he always was?
There you go. This is Cluster. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and consider subscribing. Every week on my community posts, I post a hint to my next video. So shout out to Keep Calm and Play Nintendo for guessing that this video was going to be on GypsyCrusader. So yeah, again, thank you very much for watching. And as always, join the Clown Empire.
So, bro, what we learned from this video, we learned that GypsyCrusader had a rough past. He decided to be racist. Listen, man, all I gotta say is this. I might fuck around and actually end up meeting this guy or talking to him one day, so I will say this. Next time I see him, man, I hope he's doing something more positive for the youth, for the community. As far as I know, at least. Maybe he's doing stuff behind the scenes we don't know about, like I said earlier. But all I gotta say is this, man. Racism, bro, you just well poisoning. Literally benefits no one, does literally nothing for anybody, never has, never will. Just causes issues and nonsense. So, yeah. Like, there's just no point in, like, being racist, bro. Just don't be racist. If you traumatized, you got that much trauma over a race, you get a little bit of leadway, but it's get to a certain point where it's like, you just know, you're just being racist to random people, bro. Come on now. That's just too far, bro. It's like I said in the other video, man, putting poison into the mental plane, bro. So, yeah, man, that's that. That's all I gotta say. Oh, shoot, I didn't even sign in, but yeah. Oh, yeah, any other thoughts, man? I mean, yeah, man. Seems to me like he's just going to keep doing what he's doing until, you know what I'm saying, the people are going to, you know, it's going to get to a point where, you know what I'm saying, you would have someone like me even, bro, going out and telling people, publicly talking about this, like, bro, there's no need to be doing this. Like, we could genuinely be helping white people, bro, but you're just, you know what I'm saying, being racist. I don't know what he does behind the scenes with the you know what I'm saying, that quote-unquote anti-Semitic stuff. I'm assuming, you know what I'm saying, they be on Twitter Space or whatever they be doing, but yeah, man, like, it's just like bro, it's just sad, man. I don't know. It seemed like he was on a good path, bro. He's doing journalism. He's doing actual, like, boots on the ground, putting in work. They started harassing his family, so he took to, instead, like, I'm saying, like, how would that, you know, I'm trying to figure it out, man. I don't know. Like it's just like, bro, it's just hard to like. I'm trying to figure out where the dude was like. He was just that, like, it's something that he changed into, or he was just like he was saying at the end of the video. You know what I'm saying? It's like, were you like this all the whole time, or you just this is something you transformed into? But now I'm just going back and forth now, bro. But that's all I gotta say, man. This has been the insane history of Gypsy Crusader by Cluster. Shouts out.